Okay, so today I want to create a video to discuss with you everyday photography kits. I myself enjoy watching YouTube videos, seeing what items people carry with them daily. I have always wanted to make a video of my own to hear your opinions and perhaps receive some suggestions to improve my kit. In this video I won't be talking about my professional photography kit. If you're interested in that, please let me know. Instead, I'll show you what I take with me when I go for a walk with photography in mind, such as street photography. So grab a warm cup of tea or coffee and let's chat about everyday photography kits. I'll start with my camera for casual shooting, the Fujifilm X100V Mark II. I've been using this camera for almost a year and I really like it. It is small and light, so I can wear it around my neck all day when I go for a walk. Actually, I recently made a video review of this camera and I will link it in the description so you can check it out if you're interested. But if you are searching for a small daily camera, check out the X100V Mark II. It's excellent and you won't be disappointed. I have two lenses for my Fujifilm camera. The first one is the f/27mm f2.8 lens. It's a small and lightweight lens that's great for taking casual pictures on walks. The f2.8 aperture works well for me, and in low light I can increase the ISO to add some creative noise to the images. This lens is perfect for lightweight carry. The second lens I use is the XC15 45mm lens. I have made a review video about it and I also will link it in the description so you can check it out. It's an affordable and versatile lens with optical stabilization, which is helpful for shooting steady videos with Fujifilm. The aperture is not as bright as the XF27mm lens, so I mainly use it during the day, especially when it's sunny. It's a bit bigger than the other lens but still easy to carry. I take this lens when I want more flexibility in my shots, like zooming in or out while shooting. Of course, we all have our smartphones and I'm no different. I have an iPhone 12 Pro with 3 lenses. I use this phone to take pictures when I don't have my camera with me. I also make vertical videos and short clips for YouTube with it. It has 256GB of storage, but no matter how much space you have, it always seems to run out quickly, so I often procrastinate clearing space on my phone. A few years ago I decided to try an Android smartphone and used Samsung Galaxy S9, but didn't find it enjoyable to use as an iPhone, so I switched back. For me, iOS feels more stable as opposed to Android. But let me know, what smartphone do you prefer? I'm curious, is there more Android or iPhone users among photographers? Sometimes I bring along the GoPro Hero 11 Black if I want to record some first-person videos during my photo walks. I used to have the DJI Pocket 2, but it was a bit annoying because the camera's position wasn't stable and it would move around when I walked. Plus, it didn't have a vertical mode, which was strange, so I sold it and got the GoPro instead. I could have chosen the DJI Action 3, but after my experience with the Pocket 2, I wasn't sure about DJI camera, so I went with GoPro. All in all, the GoPro works great, but the footage looks a bit blurry to my taste. I tried to tinker sharpening settings, but still footage lacks sharpness in my opinion. If you use GoPro, I would appreciate if you share your go-to settings for your GoPro. Right now I'm editing this video and would like to ask if you find my videos useful or interesting, please subscribe to my channel. Your support gives me motivation to create more videos like this. Likes and comments would also be appreciated. And now let's get back into the video. Now let's talk about the extra stuff I carry. I have 3 spare batteries for my Fujifilm camera and 2 for the GoPro. The non-original batteries for the Fujifilm works fine, but the one for the GoPro isn't great. It doesn't accurately show how much charge is left. When it's fully charged and I put it in the GoPro, it shows 100% charge. But if I turn off the GoPro and turn it on again after 15 minutes, it says it only has 1% charge, even though it's fully charged. So when I use the GoPro with this battery, I can't really tell how much power is left. I also found out that 2 batteries for the GoPro aren't enough, so I'll need to get 1 or 2 more. Of course, I also bring memory cards, but that's pretty obvious, I think. I take one 128GB SanDisk SD card for Fujifilm and 256GB Samsung micro SD card for GoPro. If I plan to go somewhere for a few days, then I might take additional card for the Fujifilm just in case, and depending on how much I plan to shoot, I might take battery chargers with me as well. Not too long ago I got some lens filters for my f/27mm lens. Before that I made my own DIY mist filter using simple UV filter. I have a circular polarizer filter that I've tested and it works great. There are also fluorescent light lens filter in the kit which I haven't tried yet, but I think you can use them to create pinkish sunset images like in Jaden Smith music videos. Let me know if I'm wrong actually. The last one in the kit is just a UV filter. I think I need to get a similar kit for my XC15-45mm lens because a circular polarizer filter alone is quite useful. I also have a small Ulanzi tripod with flexible legs. It's like the GorillaPod, but in my opinion it's more reliable because the GorillaPod's legs can get loose over time. The Ulanzi tripod has legs that are one piece, so you don't have that problem. Plus the plate can turn into smartphone holder, which can be really useful. This year I decided to try a MagSafe power bank. Before I used to carry a bigger power bank which wasn't as handy, and I could never use up all the power in one day. So I gave the smaller MagSafe power bank a try. It sticks to the back of my iPhone and charges it wirelessly. Since I only need power bank for my phone, the smaller one is just right. It can charge my phone up to about 70%, which is enough to give it a boost and last until the evening. And the icing on the cake in my casual photography kit is the Apple AirPods 3. I wasn't sure about buying them because I wasn't sure how often I'd use them, especially since I already have the iconic Sony WH-1000XM3 headphones. However, it turns out I use my AirPods a lot more than my Sony headphones. The sound quality of the AirPods is just right for me, and their design ensures they stay in my ears. For anyone deciding whether to buy Apple AirPods 3, I can confidently say go ahead and get them, they are great. Lastly, let's talk about bags, and this is where I'll need your help. For casual photography I use a simple small shoulder bag, and it's so basic that it has only one main compartment where everything just sits and bumps around a bit when I'm walking, and it's from Zara. The only advantage aside from it fitting my Ulanzi tripod is that this bag is unstructured and doesn't take up much space when it's empty, so I can easily toss it into a bigger bag or suitcase and take it with me on longer trips. Now I'm looking for recommendations for similar sized shoulder bag to carry my photography gear. If you have any suggestions in mind, please let me know in the comments. The latest addition to my photography kit is this khaki green camera backpack from Brevity. I want to mention that this video isn't sponsored by them, but they sent me this bag to test it out. I must admit, at first I was a bit skeptical because yes, I'd love to have a discreet camera backpack like this Brevity, but I also was worried it might be made from the same materials as regular bags and would not provide enough protection for the camera. However, it turns out the materials used in this bag are a bit thicker than those in regular bags, so it feels more sturdier. It has a camera compartment at the bottom with free space on top, and you can remove dividers to use it as a normal backpack. By the way, it's small and made for one camera, but it can fit 16-inch MacBook Pro. Well, sort of. If you are interested in a full video review of this bag, please let me know. And I believe that's all for now. What do you think of my photography kit? What would you add from my list to your kit, or what would you advise me to get? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel to see more in the future. But for now, have a nice day and keep shooting!